The number one problem with e-commerce apparel brands is not new customer acquisition, it's profitability. Hi, my name is Ricky. I'm the CMO at Fiverr Tribe. I work with apparel brands every week and we work hard to solve this problem with profitability. Everybody is feeling it, especially right now in this current market. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 leaky buckets that you need to fix in order to fix your profitability. By fixing these 5 things, we've taken brands that were spending 45% of their top line revenue on marketing down to 15% and ended up with the same revenue but much higher profitability. It's so important to fix these 5 leaky buckets because in marketing nowadays, there's a lot of unoptimized systems where the control has been given over to the platforms such as Google and Meta, and the team that's working on these systems just doesn't know what's needed to get it to be as efficient as possible. Our first leaky bucket is spending too much on branding. So branded ads are a fantastic way to get impressions with existing customers and making sure that you're defending from competitors. However, I see a lot of brands overspending, and these are customers that are likely going to purchase with you anyways. So yes, you want to defend your position, but you want to pay as little as possible for those clicks because you know they're still going to convert anyways. What you want to do is you want to compare your cost per click on your branded campaigns versus your non-branded campaigns. And if you're paying the same amount for your branded clicks, or perhaps even more than your non-branded clicks or your shopping clicks, then you're going to be spending way too much on your brand. We've taken brands where they were spending, over $1 per click down to 10 cents, or in some cases even like 5 cents a click on their branded terms. And they ended up having the same amount of revenue come through those campaigns, but they're just paying a lot less for it. The second leaky bucket is ineffective ad creative. 2025 is all about volume and high performing ad creative. You need to be checking all of your KPIs on your creative outputs to make sure that you're not wasting money on ineffective creative. We find that a lot of brands are using creative practices and ad types that they would have used in the past, but they're just not effective today. The market has become more competitive. People have less money to spend on e-commerce, and we just need to be more competitive with the creative that we're putting out there. One of the best investments that you could make this year is in a tool like Motion or Magic Brief, where you have the ability to evaluate your A/B tests and all of your different types of creative in a visual format. The third leaky bucket is spending too much on engaged customers and not enough on new customer acquisition. It's really important that we're only spending about 10% of our budget on our warm customers. The rest of our budget should be going at top of funnel, trying to acquire new customers. And we see a lot of brands overspending on those warm audiences because they see a higher ROAS, but you need to be spending top of funnel to acquire those new customers. Do an analysis of your funnels and just make sure that the amount of budget that's being allocated to your warm campaigns is no more than 10%, where the rest of it should be going to all of your top of funnel campaigns. The fourth leaky bucket is your catalog ads. We see a lot of people using dynamic product ads because they are simply so effective in terms of generating a high return. But the problem that we see is that most people are just using a single full catalog. Now, this is sometimes okay when it's specifically for remarketing and you want to show people the products that they've been looking at. However, when you're running campaigns like Performance Max or Advantage Plus, it's really important that you segment your catalogs into unique collections. So if you have multiple types of products, let's say you're selling slippers and boots and jackets and purses, those should not all be in a single catalog. Make sure you're separating those out so that you have the ability to see the performance on a product level, and you're going to end up getting audiences that are unique to those different product types. The fifth leaky bucket that we see very often is mishandling promotions and seasonality. So we audit a lot of different accounts, and when we go in there, we often see that people are advertising the wrong products at the wrong time of the year. It's really important that your team is aligned to a promotional calendar where you have product types laid out by the seasonality and the months of the year. This way that when you're running campaigns, you're advertising the right products at the right time. Seasonality has a huge impact on your conversion rate and ultimately on your return on ad spend. So make sure that you're not advertising the wrong product at the wrong time of the year. So these are 5 common things that come across our desk all the time, and you can look to fix these with your brand. But I will say that we have a much longer list of items that we look at when we make an account efficient. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing videos like this once a week where we dive into apparel brands and how to help them scale and make them more profitable. If you're having issues with profitability for your brand, let's say your MER is 30% and you want to take it down to 15%, you'll find the link below in the video, and feel free to reach out and book a call.